Coming up, the Iowa Senate is moving up a controversial gun law.
And later, March Madness ends for Iowa men's basketball.
Welcome to DITV Now, your flash update on all the biggest headlines coming out of the Daily Iowa newsroom. I'm Destiny Cook.
And I'm Bailey Chihan. The 8th Circuit Court of Appeals just ruled in favor of the student org Business Leaders in Christ in a lawsuit against the University of Iowa. This case comes after Blink denied a leadership position to an openly gay applicant back in 2017. The applicant's sexuality didn't align with Blink's religious beliefs, and this sparked a fight with UI leadership. DITV reporter Oliver Wilhelm has more on what this means.
Thanks, Bailey. Business Leaders in Christ, or Blink, initially sued after their status as a UI-based student org was revoked for violating the UI's anti-discrimination policies when they denied that applicant. Blink claims they were just executing their free speech when they denied him for being gay. Iowa's judges agreed, saying the UI's selective enforcement violated their free speech. They said since other clubs, like an all-female a cappella group that excludes men and the Christian organization 24/7 that requires members to affirm their abstinence from sex outside of marriage, limit access to protected statuses, Blink is allowed to exclude gay members freely. This new ruling upholds what previous courts already ruled on this case, with one major change: a reversal of the district court's granting of qualified immunity to the UI defendants. This court says the laws against discrimination are clear, and the university officials are either plainly incompetent or they knowingly violated the Constitution. Either way, they will not receive qualified immunity and may now be liable for civil suits. Back to you, Bailey.
The Iowa Senate has passed legislation to allow Iowans to purchase handguns without background checks or permits. The bill, HF 756, passed Monday afternoon. It was an even split in the Senate, with all Republicans for it and all Democrats against it. This bill is highly controversial due to the possibility of Iowans being put at risk without background checks. Now it's going to Governor Kim Reynolds' desk, where it will wait to be signed into law. If this is signed into law, Iowans would still be able to get permits and background checks for handguns, but they will not be required.
The City of Iowa City is giving community members funding to fight climate change. Iowa City is giving out $10,000 grants to organizations and businesses and $500 to K-12 students. This money goes towards their own projects involving climate action. In the past, the grants have funded all sorts of upgrades, from energy-efficient lights to bicycle equipment.
Having these ideas come from our community businesses, our organizations, our groups, our kids, it all of a sudden involves their network.
These grants help achieve Iowa City's goal of reducing carbon emissions by 45% by June 2022. This is a chance for the people to drive innovation and give back. The grant form closes April 1st and is found on the city's webpage.
The University of Iowa women's gymnastics team dazzled the Big Ten competition floor one last time. DITV sports director Tiana Torjan traveled to Minneapolis to find out how this team would compete at the Big Ten Women's Gymnastics Championships.
Coming into the championships, the Jimhawks had already clinched the regular season title and were hopeful to add a Big Ten championship under their belt. The Hawks started off this big meet on their best event, the floor exercise. Jaquavia Henderson and Lauren Guerin posted up a 9.95 and would earn co-Big Ten champs on the floor exercise. This is the first time since 2004 that the Jimhawks would earn a Big Ten title on this event. Returning senior Claire Kaji was the only other medalist for the Jimhawks and earned second place on the uneven bars. Ultimately, the Jimhawks fell short and couldn't keep their composure heading into the final rotation. The Minnesota Gophers claimed the Big Ten title, but after the Jimhawks' outstanding regular season, they still earned big honors. Head coach Larissa Libby was named Big Ten Coach of the Year, and fabulous freshman Adeline Kenlin was named Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
When your job's not work for you, yeah, it's easy to win these things.
Up next, the Jimhawks will compete in the NCAA Regional Championships on April 1st at Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
We have still so much potential, and it still has not shown up altogether, and I'm just so ready to kill it in our new year.
Coming into regionals, the Jimhawks are ranked nationally at number 19 and hope to dazzle their competition once again. Reporting from the Matry Pavilion in Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is Tiana Torjan, DITV Sports.
The Iowa men's basketball team will no longer be dancing in March. The Hawkeyes suffered a season-ending loss to the Oregon Ducks. Coach Fran McCaffrey says he will remember this team for their perseverance.
We just kept grinding and we stayed together. And that's what you as a coach, that's what you want your players to strive to do. And I was really impressed with how they did that. Accomplished a lot of great things and celebrated two of the best players ever wear that jersey.
Iowa will be saying goodbye to two of the best players in school history after this season.
Heartbreaking, it's so surreal, that it kind of just all hit me at once that, this is the last time that, I'll put on this jersey. And, that's, that hurts a lot. I feel bad that I wasn't able to lead this team to where it needs to go. And, we did a lot of really, really good things this year, and it just hurts that we weren't able to, be able to do it when it mattered most.
This season was filled with historic moments, and we won't forget them anytime soon.
Women basketball players exposed the NCAA for its weight room differences between men and women's tournament on Friday. The NCAA constructed a high-class weight room facility for the men's team and left the women a set of dumbbells. Players and coaches across the tournament expressed their anger with the NCAA and its lack of respect for female athletes. Iowa women's basketball head coach Lisa Bluter is frustrated with the continuing inequity between male and female sports.
Some of those things that you see between the men's and the women's tournaments, it's like, here we go again. It gets frustrating.
Junior Monica Sinanu is hopeful the media attention will bring change.
I'm just hoping that the more and more recognition gets brought to it, the more that the entire nation will see that stuff like that really isn't okay.
Despite the mistreatment, the Iowa women's basketball team is not letting this get to them. Right, Destiny?
That's right, Bailey. The Hawkeyes opened tournament play on Sunday where they swept past the 12th seeded Central Michigan and won 87-72.
I think our offense was rolling, which is very encouraging to see. And I always say we do our best when we have multiple people in double figures, and that's exactly what we had tonight.
Caitlin Clark and Monica Sinanu led the team in scoring, but other offensive weapons helped put up buckets.
I love the balanced scoring. I mean, everybody knows about Caitlin and Monica and what they're able to do. But when we add those extra factors, Kate Martin got us off to a great start today. When we get those extra factors in there, that makes us so much more dangerous.
Iowa advanced to the round of 32 and will play 4th-seeded Kentucky tomorrow at 2:30.
It's warming up this week, but you won't be able to get out and enjoy the sun. Today will be rainy with a high of 59 degrees, and the rain will continue into this evening. Thank you for tuning in to DITV Now. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest on the University of Iowa, Iowa City, and Hawkeye Nation. From Iowa City, I'm Bailey Chihan.
And I'm Destiny Cook. Have a great day.